What's going on? It's Mr. Rod coming at you. I got to tell you something funny that happened to me yesterday on Saturday. I just left church from serving, and as I came up on my exit, which would be the Schoolcraft exit, there's a woman at the top of that exit pushing her car SUV up the exit by herself. I immediately pulled over to the right side of the road, jumped out. There's 4 young children in the car, all looked to be under the age of 5. So I started pushing this car with her up this ramp. We get up to the top of the ramp, and I thought she was going to go over to the right side of the road, but she kept going straight. So I said, well, ma'am, I said, what are you trying to do? Where you going? She said, well, I'm pushing it to the gas station. I said, you pushing this car to the gas station? I said, that gas station is all the way over there? I mean, this gas station to me looked like about a quarter mile away. I said, you sure you want to do that? She said, yeah, it's not that far. And she never stopped pushing. So, I mean, immediately I was like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I didn't sign on for this. I mean, I thought we were just pushing it out the way. But how do I lead in? I mean, come on. I'm a man of God, minister of God. How do I walk away? Because what she wants to do is, in my eyes, definitely a little bit ridiculous. Now, she was blessed all the way around, because even if she couldn't push it, I own a tow truck company. I would just called my tow truck to come over there and tow her to the gas station at no cost to her. So she was in a no-lose situation. So I kept on pushing with her, even though I didn't want to, but I couldn't walk away. So I kept on pushing with her. Another brother pulled up, jumped out of his car real fast, and he started heading across the street where I was at. He said, hey, brother, where y'all trying to push that at? I said, she said she's trying to go over there to the gas station. He turned around, ran, got back in his car, and burnt rubber, take it off. He didn't even want to help. He wanted nothing to do with it. So no one got out and helped us. We got to Schoolcraft, and we pushed it out into the intersection, and the intersection had a little slope going up, so it was a little bit slow getting it up that intersection. So we had 4 lanes of traffic, hold it, waiting on us, pushing this vehicle. Everybody's looking, but no one's getting out and helping. So we get this thing over the bridge, and I was concerned about getting it up the driveway of the gas station, because sometimes they're a little steep. But I was able to push it up the driveway of the gas station, and she got some gas. And I'm thinking that she didn't have much money, because by the time I walked across the street, headed back in my vehicle, she was through putting the gas in, so she couldn't put more than a few dollars in. So in hindsight, I kind of wish I had said, how much are you putting in, and then gave her $10 or something to help her out. God has called us all to be helpful to people when they find themselves in trouble in this situation. Now, that wasn't convenient. I didn't intend on pushing that car that far. It was good cardio. It was dangerous because there was cars all around us, and, some people impatient and blowing their horn. But I just got to say, when you're a child of God, you never know what you're going to be called on to do. Just be ready to serve somebody. And see, I would be foolish if I had kept driving by this lady. I've been foolish if I had stopped pushing because I didn't agree with where she wanted to push it to. Because I've been in that situation at least 3 times, twice for sure. One time, I was on the freeway, and on a Sunday, and Dee had no idea where I was at. I didn't tell her where I was at, but I had went to work, and I was test driving a customer car. And come to find out, the gas gauge didn't work. I didn't know it, and I ran out of gas on the freeway. Dee's driving by in the right-hand lane at 70 miles an hour, and she said she recognized my booty, and she knew it was me, even though I wasn't in my car, even though she didn't know I was on the freeway. And she pulled over, and I was able to get some gas, right? I think my cell phone was dead, but I'm not sure. I don't want to test a lie. I want to testify. So then on another occasion, I was test driving the customer's car and ran out of gas on the freeway. It's another gas gauge situation. Her gas gauge said a quarter of a tank, but it didn't work. I didn't know it. And so I decided that I was so close to the gas, I'm on the freeway. I started pushing this thing down the apron. And another gentleman pulled it behind me. He said, jump in. So I jumped in the car, and he pushed me up to the gas station, and he wouldn't even take a thank you. So sometimes you have to do something to help somebody else, because you never know when it's going to come back around. You need some help, and you really want help to show up when you need it. So this is a praise report for Brother Rod. I hope you got something out of it. Peace and love.